Here's my sled here that I made out of 2x4s. I think I made this over a year ago, and it's been out in the weather the whole time. Hopefully it's staying somewhat straight. It looks like it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it not being perfect does kind of warp bars over time. Sled is 16 foot, so that's perfect for this building that we're doing, because it's going to be a 16 by 16 building. So those would be perfect lengths. If you watch my last couple of videos of me actually clearing all of this stuff, I actually cleared all of this out right here, mainly just to drop this big pine tree that I was planning on milling first. This pine tree here is in the way of it. I wanted to drop this one first and mill it from my floor joist, but I'm not gonna be able to. It looks like it's gonna hit this tree, possibly get hung up. It'll hit it and fall away. I don't want it to fall. So I'm gonna have to cut down this one first to get it out of the way of that one. We're cutting down both of these anyway, but I really wanted to do that one first. But it looks like we're doing the biggest one first. We have this poplar tree here. I definitely don't want to cut that down yet. And then we have this nice, I don't know what kind of tree this is exactly. So I'm gonna have to fell it right in between those. It's kind of leaning that way anyway, so that should be easy to do. It's gonna want to go that way anyway, as you can see. So it's just gonna go right out there. Boom. We're gonna cut this thing down to Husky 55. This saw rips. One thing I want to do, since we're right here by a nice pile of firewood, I think this stump will be a great chopping block. Nice hard stump. So I think I'm gonna make this a big, nice size chopping block. I think I'm actually gonna use a level here. Make sure my cut's level. It's right here by where my driveway is gonna be, right here by the trail, right here by the shop. So I think this will be a nice firewood splitting area right here. Get a level.
Baby caterpillars.
Oh wow. Show YouTube family.
Those are a bunch of caterpillars.
Where'd they hatch at?
It's this bus.
Oh, in your tent?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's kind of cool. Little caterpillars. That's gonna be 6 butterflies if they survive. All right, let me get to work, buddy. Love you, man. Alright, so you can see kind of where we're aimed here. Go straight up. See my stick right there, right? That I have standing up right there. So I'm kind of aiming right towards that. And we're right on the money with the levelness. Not bad.
Wow, it was raining. Raining leaves.
Huh?
Raining leaves.
That's what's up. That felt nice. That was clean. Look at that hinge wood there. Not bad. Look, it's almost perfect all the way across there. Look at that. Not bad, if I say so myself. And I didn't quite hit my marker stick, but it was dang close. And it went right in between these trees like a plan. So everything went very smooth. Really, the tree is not far in the woods at all. So, I mean, that just worked out perfect. I'm pretty sure. Heck yeah. I mean, the top is just right there. So all I gotta do is just clean this up this winter. The only downfall, it looks like, is all of this is freaking briars. So I'm gonna wait till this winter. All this will dry up and these leaves will all be out of the way, and I'll cut all that up and burn it, because that is some great firewood right there. Move all this again. That was a bad judgment, bad placement right there. Bad placement decision. That's what's holding it up. I believe I'm gonna cut this big chunk off to where it's in front of this stump here. That way when I cut it up here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut about 16 and a half. I want 16 footers, but I'm gonna have to go about 16 and a half, just to make sure when I do my straight cuts, I have enough to make this at least 16 foot. I don't want it any shorter than 16 foot. Cut that end off first. Then I'm gonna measure 16 and a half, and then I'm gonna cut it. And this log is probably gonna roll off of that right there. It's probably gonna roll off and just be laying here on the ground. I think that'll be better. Goodness gracious. In my saw. Trying to be all cool and then get stuck. laid steel right on the pile, which is actually that is perfect for me, except for now this one's in my way. Because when I'm milling down this, now this one's gonna stop me, so now I'm gonna have to cut this one. So to get that one out of the way of that, we're sitting on a hump here, a hill. So I should just be able to cut this down here to 16 and a half, just to give me some play. That's a no-go. We started on that thick end right there, just sticking up, and you can see we went all the way down to right there. And then that's where that hump goes down and the blade isn't even, the bar isn't even touching. See, right there. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting these high parts off the high part there, and then I'm gonna cut the high part off the end here. And then that's gonna bring this rail down, and then we can do another cut all the way across and actually make a board. Not bad at all. So now we're gonna put our rail back up here. I mean, it would be fine with just the chainsaw mill on that part and this part. I just wouldn't be able to run the chainsaw mill across this part. So that leaves me no choice but to use the rail again. Set this back up and do it again. We want us a 2x, so we want to cut 2 inches down on that. So to add the rail here, we're gonna have to go, oh, let me see here. Let's do it this way. 2 inches. So I'm gonna set this about 5.5. So one thing is that center right there. This is way thinner than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be more like 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches. This is looking more like 1 inch. So that is not big enough to support any weight. So more than likely I'm cutting this one here, and I'll use these 2 pieces as separate pieces to frame with. Still 2 very nice pieces. And now that we got this one cut, now we can get to our real heavy duty beams here. Rah! That is some nice wood right there. As you can see, this next board is gonna kind of have that wave in it right there. This one, super thin right here in the middle. I mean, that is not quite as bulky as I was expecting it to be. Now I gotta go sharpen this thing. It's a brand new chain. I like to do like 2 cuts and then go ahead and sharpen that. Sometimes I do my first face cut and sharpen it before I even cut a board like I just did here. I'm gonna take this whole saw out of the mill this time, sharpen the chain, adjust this thing to 2 inches. My next cut, it's gonna be another 2-inch cut here, and I'm gonna keep on going until this log's gone. Then I gotta decide whether I wanna do this one or that one next. This thing is super heavy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a little heavy. Wow, that's some pretty wood. And a big old heavy 16 footer. Alright, let's fuel it up and do it again. It won't be long and we're gonna be doing some building. And deer flies or whatever you call these things. Oh, so annoying. And they're so fast, they're hard to kill and get rid of them. So you just have to deal with them landing on you and biting you. Oh my gosh. You gotta be real sneaky to kill them. Like if they even see you move your hand, they'll fly real fast. So you gotta wait till they're like around a curve on your body so they can't see your hand coming. And you gotta slap real fast where your fingers like wrap around and slap them so they don't see it coming. Little bastards. All right, let's get it in. Noticing ants coming out of here, out of this hole here. board might be a little sabotaged. I'm not sure if I'll still be able to use it or not. But we'll see. But yeah, these guys, black ants, were just coming out of it about, I'd say at least 10 of them were coming out, walking around as I was milling. Don't look like it's, I don't know, I guess it is going inside of there some. Okay, so it's up here, this hole, and then there's another one on this side, down some. Still seems sturdy. I don't know. I definitely hate to have a spot like that in my dang foundation where stuff's gonna be in it, boring it out like the ants, making a house out of it. So I think this is gonna have to be used for something else too. I don't think this is gonna be a part of the foundation because it looks like it's going from here to here, all the way through the center here. So yep, we'll see what happens, but I think that's gonna have to be cut off and deleted. And there's a crack, nice long crack through there too. So unfortunately this is not going to be used for the foundation, but it will be used. I mean, that's right there, even on this side, the crack, that's still like a 2x6, if not a 2x8. It looks like a 2x8, really. That's more like a 2x6. I need to get the tape measure. But yeah, that's got a crack going 3/4 or a quarter of the way down the board, which is fine. That's still 2 boards I'll use for something. So I'm gonna have to cut it off there at that crack. I'm gonna have to cut it off there to get rid of the ant village there. But then I'll still have a good, at least a 8-footer of the thickest part. So and then we got 2 boards out of this one. That's the first one we milled off. And this one right here looks like a very nice beam. Even though it's got that indentation, whatever you want to call that, in there, we're still going to cut this top part here. We're going to cut this top part straight, and it's still going to be a beam. It'll just have a live edge bottom there. The saw seems like it was cutting fine still. Seems like it was still ripping pretty good. It seems like the second, or the second board, since I just sharpened it, the second board today, not counting that one from yesterday, but I cut that one, then it seemed like the second one cut quite a bit faster for some reason. So I don't know if we just got the chain warmed up or what, or I don't know, but it cut nicer. So I'm gonna keep cutting until it kind of seems a little dull. I don't know, I'm at least gonna cut one more board, see how that cuts. And one more beam, I should say. These are some beams. And it looks like this part of the tree is all looking solid. Oh, maybe not, look at that. Wow. Well, dang, man. Well, I gotta say, it's kind of hurting my dang feelings, man. It's making me want to start milling this one and just say farewell to this one. Because, I mean, I do want the boards, but I need 16 footers and not 12 footers right now. I mean, I know I'm going to eventually need some 12 footers, but dang, I need 16 footers now so I can start working on my foundation. But, man, I can't waste a dang tree, so I guess I got to keep milling the daggum thing, even though I don't need them yet. I tell you. Get out the camera in time, but there was a bunch of ants coming out of that hole. All right, board number 4 out of this tree. Yeah, this is such a big, heavy-duty freaking board. Oh, it hurts my feelings real bad, these spots in them. It's tempting to just use this one, but I don't want to regret that in the long run though. It looks like we might be able to get one more board out of this log. So that'll make 5 boards. 5 imperfect. Well, one's a really nice board so far. And this looks like, that looks like that. It'll be a board. It'll be wide on this end, and I'll show you in a second. Let's get this thing out of the way here. Get my workout over with first. Actually, I was wrong. Look at that. Oh my God. And it's crazy because this is, look, 16. Well, you might as well say 18. So that'd be like 30. That'd be about, well, there's 2 foot. So it's literally like 30 foot up in the tree. The ants have, or whatever. I guess the tree just rotted and the ants found a way in there, I guess. I don't know how that works, but wow, that one is deep. So really, I mean, I could mill probably an 8-footer out of this one. Another 8-footer. Might as well. I mean, the tree's laying down. There ain't no point in wasting it. I don't know what else I would really use this piece of log for. So looks like I get 2 inches out of that, and just, yeah, might as well while I'm at it. But that'll be the last board. So out of that log there, we're getting these 4, and then that'll be 5. So that crack here, crack's going up about 5 foot there. 6 foot pretty much is where you'd want to cut it off. And this damaged spot here, it's about 13 foot up. So that would have been at least a nice 13-footer if that crack wasn't there. So, man. So if we cut this off at 6, that'll leave us like a 7-foot, nice thick 7-foot piece. So I mean, I don't know, one day this could end up being a bar, slab, or I could use it for smaller framing stuff, but a 7-foot piece, I don't really know. But this one. That's about the same, less than 13 there. So might as well say a 12 footer, which is pretty nice. Well, you definitely use that for something, a 12 footer. Because not only are we doing this building, but we're building around it. We're adding porches, we're adding hangovers, a covered porch. I mean, so we're gonna have plenty of stuff to use it on. And this is the nicest one we got out of the whole tree. Right there. Should we, I guess I better flip it over and look at this other side, just to make sure. Yep, see, that's a nice solid one right there. That whole thing's solid. So we got one freaking nice 16 footer. All right, that's the last board of that log. Piece looks super nice. On this side, looks like a good 11 foot. Let's hit the other side though. Not quite. More like 10 foot. That's looking more like 10-4. Probably 10 foot. 10 footer though. That's a good 2x10 right there. The 2x, I hadn't even measured any of these widths, 14. So 2x14, 10 footer. Not bad. Well, damn flies, I'm telling you, them things are mean and fast, and very annoying. I did 4 cuts with the saw. Cut nice, but I'm gonna go ahead, take it out of the mill again. I'm gonna go give it a nice sharpen again, nice fresh edge, and then we're gonna set up the sawmill. We're gonna do our face cut, readjust the sawmill for the face cut, and then we'll have to take it out, set it to 2 inches again, or not take it out, but we'll have to set it back to 2 inches, and then we're gonna start milling this thing. And I pray that I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pray that I get 5 nice 16 footers out of this thing that are not damaged in any spots. I would love to be able to use all of them. If we do, then we should have enough wood to come over here, start standing up poles, start building.